Stop everything. Stop everything right now. Because what Max Verstappen just said might be the most controversial thing any world champion has ever said about the future of Formula One. And I'm not exaggerating. The four-time world champion didn't just criticize the new rules, he called for ripping out the very technology that Formula One is betting everything on for 2026. And by the way, before we get into this bomb, who do you think is the better driver right now, Verstappen or Leclerc? Drop it in the comments right now, because that debate is about to get a whole lot more interesting after what I'm about to tell you. Let's put this in context. Formula One is on the eve of its biggest technical revolution in over a decade. The 2026 regulations are coming in hot. New cars, new aerodynamics, and above all, brand new power units. And at the heart of those power units, batteries. Massive, powerful batteries that are going to change everything. We're talking up to 350 kilowatts of electrical power compared to just 120 kilowatts today. Almost 3 times more electrical power. Mercedes, Ferrari, Honda, and Red Bull's new partner Ford, they've all poured hundreds of millions of dollars into this new era. The FIA and Liberty Media have spent years building toward this moment. And Max Verstappen, he looked at all of that and said, "Get rid of the batteries." That's right, you heard it correctly. The four-time world champion is publicly calling for Formula One to reverse its own future. Not adjust it, not fine-tune it, reverse it. Max had already described the upcoming Formula One as Formula E on steroids, and that alone sent shockwaves through the entire paddock. But now he's escalating hard. When asked whether Formula E could become a stepping stone for F1 drivers, Verstappen's response was ice cold. "I hope not." And his exact words on what should happen? "We should keep Formula One as Formula One, not increase the battery, but on the contrary, get rid of it. Focus on a good engine and let Formula E be Formula E." An absolute bomb. And this isn't just a driver venting after a rough weekend. This is the four-time champion at the peak of his powers during pre-season testing, systematically taking aim at the technical direction of the entire sport. During the Bahrain tests, drivers are already reporting reduced acceleration on straights, not because the cars are slow, but because they're constantly managing electrical energy, recharging, saving, carefully deploying power lap after lap. Sound familiar? It should, because that's exactly how Formula E works. If you're finding this as crazy as I am, hit that like button right now. It takes 1 second. It helps the FOVT channel enormously. And a story this big deserves to be seen by every single F1 fan on the planet. Hit it. Thank you. Now, back to the chaos. Meanwhile, Red Bull is simultaneously caught up in a massive technical controversy. The 2026 regulations cap engine compression at 16:1, measured at ambient temperature. But Mercedes found a way, using specific materials, to effectively run at the OLD 18:1 ratio at operating temperatures. In Formula One terms, we're talking potentially tenths of a second per lap, every single lap. The most explosive detail? Red Bull apparently developed a similar solution, but theirs didn't work. So now they're leading the offensive against Mercedes on this very issue. The team that couldn't make it work is demanding the FIA shut it down for everybody. That is Formula One politics in its purest form. Team principal Laurent Mekies pushed back hard against the suggestion that this is, in the words of Williams' boss, James Vowles, just noise. Mekies' response was straightforward. "We don't think it's just noise. We need clarity, and we hope that comes soon." At the same time, Red Bull showed some promising results in Bahrain. Hajar finished one session in 6th. Verstappen ended a morning session in 2nd. Mekies was proud, but honest. The fight for real competitiveness will be enormous, and it's going to take a long time to get where they want to be. And this is where I leave you. 2026 is coming, whether Verstappen likes it or not. The batteries are coming. The new era is almost here, and it's going to be more controversial and politically explosive than anything we've seen in years. When asked about potential tension with the FIA over his comments, Verstappen shrugged with that trademark Dutch bluntness. I'm simply sharing my opinion. We live in a free world with freedom of expression. No walking it back, no damage control, just Max being Max. So, I want your take. Drop it in the comments right now. Is Verstappen protecting Formula One or holding it back? See you in the next one. Let's go!